Hello, welcome to Learn to Code. My name is Greg. I'm a software developer with over 25 years of experience. I've done a lot of different things, but over 10 years of my life I spent building online and mobile games. I created this course to give anybody who wants to an introduction to what it is to be a computer scientist. Anyone is welcome to try it, but it's designed for kids in high school, perhaps in grade 7 or 8, and it's a relatively short course. You can complete it with just maybe 4 months if you spend just 1 hour a week, and you'll be able to get a very good introduction what it is that computer scientists do. Now, why do you want to do that? Well, maybe you're an age where you're thinking, what career do I want to have in life? What do I want to do? What kind of a job do I want to do on everyday basis? Well, computer science is one option. Why? Well, there are a lot of jobs in computer science, and they're well paid. And it's not a small deal, but even better, computers are everywhere. Almost everything requires computer programming. So if you study computer science and you're able to program computers to create software, you can work in almost anything you want. If you want to do video games, plenty of jobs there. You want to work in the film industry, perhaps creating animated films, lots of jobs there. If you care about the environment, lots of things to be done for computer scientists there. If you want to work for, big trading houses, banks, rich of the Wall Street, there are lots of jobs to be had there. If you want to serve the people and you want to work for the government, lots of jobs there. Even if you want to write, software, embedded software for self-driving cars, for autopilot, for airlines, even controlling rockets that Elon Musk is building, there is plenty of need of computer science for these roles. Some people wrongly think that computer science is only for the geeks, the nerds, right, who do nothing but play with computers. That is actually not true. Computer science is very much of a creative field. Just like a painter just gets an idea in their head and they paint something beautiful, or a musician that once they learn to play an instrument can create something great, computer science is similar. You get an idea in your head of what is it you want to build, what kind of a tool you want to build, or what kind of entertainment you want to create. And you sit in front of the computer, you write code, and the computer does what you want. And it's a great feeling. But it does require a certain set of skills, and it means that you have to enjoy this type of work. You have to learn how computers think, and you have to learn how you can transfer your own ideas in your head into computer code. And that is a specific skill that not everybody knows how to do well, and not everybody enjoys. So you want to find out if you really enjoy it. So this course was designed for people like this. It's a relatively short course, but you're going to get an introduction to pretty much the things that a software developer like me will be doing on an everyday basis. We'll do that by producing a couple of games that you'll be able to publish and you to share as your portfolio. You can send it to your friends, people can use it. That will give you a good idea of not only some web development, but we'll learn how to take a problem that we know how to solve in our head, something as simple as counting numbers. How do we translate it the way the computers understand? We'll do a little bit of theory of how computers work. We'll do a little bit of theory of how internet works, but mostly we're going to be focusing on actually creating something that we're going to release. Now, the way we're going to do this is you're going to watch the video. I will explain a concept. I'll show you what I'm doing, and then I'm going to ask you to do the same thing that you're seeing in the video. So you'll pause the video, and then you'll do what I'm asking you. And if you have trouble, you can always rewind. Now, why don't we practice that? So I'm going to show the two games that we're going to create, or at least examples of these games. And I'm going to ask you to pause and access those games and play around with them a little bit. So, first thing we're going to do is something relatively simple. Let me get a little smaller here. We're going to build something called clicks per second tester. So if you go here and if I start clicking, I can measure how many times I can click per second. Now, if you're a gamer in some games, you know that this is important, so I know you use it. So we're going to build something like this. So what I want you to do now is you will find the link to this game in the bottom of the description of the video. So I want you to pause this video, click that link, and just play around a little bit with that tool, just for a few seconds, a couple of minutes. And then when you finish, unpause the video and come back. Okay, so I assume you completed that first one. Let's look at the next game. Here's a classic game, Whack-A-Mole. Let's play that. Let's turn up the sound. So Here's a game that moles come out from the ground. You have to whack it with a hammer, and you get points if you hit them. And of course, there are bombs that come up, and if you do that, you lose points, etc. So it's a classic little game, and we're going to build something like this. Now, what I would like you to do is I would like to, again, pause the video. In the description of this video, you will find a link to this game. Pause the video, click that link, play around this game for a minute or so, and come back when you're finished. Okay, so we are ready to begin. We're going to begin building this basically software almost right away, but we have to prepare a little bit about our environment. We have to install some tools. So you will see that this is a playlist in YouTube, and you can simply watch one video after the other. Now, you're going to prepare your environment. You're going to have to install Microsoft Edge. You may wonder why Microsoft Edge. I know better browsers. You don't have to install Microsoft Edge. You could use other browsers, but if you install Microsoft Edge, you'll be able to do exactly what I'm doing, because we're going to use some advanced features of this browser. So I would recommend you to try to install it. You will also install Microsoft Visual Studio. And that is a development environment, a special tool like Word for writing documents. It's a tool for writing code. Now, there are many different tools for writing code. This is just one of them, but this is a professional one. This is what a lot of people that are software developers use every day on an everyday basis. And in fact, something that I use on an everyday basis. Okay, and you also access something called monkeytype.com, where you'll be able to practice typing some of the weird characters that you need when you're writing code. So I would encourage you don't have to do this, but I would encourage you to spend 5-10 minutes practicing, because it's going to make things a lot easier. And you will also register at Spaces at w3school.com, which will give you your very own website. And this is where we're going to be publishing our web games. We're going to be publishing our web games there. Okay, it's a free website that you can register, and we'll be using it later. So I hope to see you there. And if you have questions, if you get stuck, make sure you say so in the comments so that we can find a way of helping you. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know if you did.